All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom, the Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right, now this lesson, basically going into, all right, they shall say peace and safety. As the scriptures say, how as the days of Noah were, so shall also the days of the Son of Man be. All right, how they were eating and drinking, and when you go into other translations, it goes into partying, because these people are in the spirit of mirth, of festivity, because these people were just in a panic, because of Iran and Israel, but now that they see that things have died down, and it's only for a while, man, being in this true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, we understand that it's only for a while. While people were panicking, we understood prophecy, that the digital system has to come in, the cashless society, the MOTB, the micro-seer. We understood that these things had to happen before the destruction anyway, man. All right, we understood, Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, which is when the MOTB is implemented, man. The great persecution. We understood that these things had to happen before the destruction came anyway, man. But you got these people that were all panicky, and in fear, All right. But now that things are died down, these people are at ease, man. All right, and this is why these things are gonna catch these people off guard, because that's why the scriptures say the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, while the heart of the fools is in the house of mirth. The wise really going into the believers, the men of the Lord, those that believe in Yahweh Shai. The wise is in the house of mourning. Okay, because they're the ones that sighing and crying unto the Lord. So the Lord could bring these prophecies. So the Lord could send Yahweh Shai. So that the Heavenly Father can deliver them, man. All right. That's why the scripture speak about set a mark upon the foreheads of those that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst of, roughly paraphrasing, man. All right. The wise, the elect, they're the ones that's sighing and crying, that's mourning unto the Lord, because of the wickedness that are in the earth. While the rest of the people are in the spirit of mirth, festivity, partying, celebration. These people are at ease. Okay, and this is why the day of the Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night to them. Now this is First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. Because when all this stuff was going on with Iran and Israel, brothers have put out lessons going into it's order to prophecy. The MOTB has to come first before the destruction. So Khan, man. All right. But now they see that things are died down. All right. These people are at ease. Now this is First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. It says, but of times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night, man. You see, and a thief comes at night, because at night you're at ease, man. You're sleeping. You're in, darkness, man. All right. You're supposed to be at rest, All right. So it's unanticipated. Okay. All right. Well, these people are spiritually asleep. All right. These people are spiritually dead, man. Okay. They live in darkness, man. All right. And this is why the day of the Lord is going to catch them as a thief in the night. But to the wise, those that are sighing and crying, they're the ones that's hastening the coming of the day of the Lord. They're the ones that's looking for the signs of the times. They're anticipating the Lord's return, man. While the rest of these people, they're not anticipating Yahweh Shai's return, man. All right. Because they love their lives in this world. They're thinking about the next vacation they're going to go on. The next artist that they're finna go see. What they finna be in the next 5 to 10 years. This house that they want, this car that they want. This is where their mind is, man. And this is why the day of the Lord is going to catch them as a thief in the night. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, all right, and you say that when you're at ease, okay, and these people are spiritually asleep, all right, they're at ease, man. They're in darkness. They're saying peace and safety. These people were just in a panic. They were just fearing, the draft, World War III. These people were just fearing, but now that things have died down, now they're at ease, man. But see, it's only for a while. It's only for a while. We understand that these things are finna pick up again, man. War is finna pick up again. The scriptures even say how there shall be wars and rumors of wars, but see that ye be not troubled, for the end is not yet. Roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, but we understand that we're still in the last days, man. The last seconds of the last days, man. All right, we understand these things, man. All right, we understand that this MOTB, the digital system, we understand the time of Jacob's trouble, the great persecution. These things have to come first before the destruction of Babylon the Great, man. So it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, man. You see, these people are in darkness. And then when it's dark, that's what? When people sleep. These people are asleep. These people are spiritually dead, spiritually sleep, man. All right, and this is why the day of the Lord is going to catch them as a thief in the night. It says, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober, man. You see? And that's what the wise are doing. They're sighing and crying. They're watching. They're sober. They're not asleep. They're anticipating. They're hastening the coming of the day of the Lord. They're looking for the signs of the time, the tokens of Yahweh's return, man. Okay? And the sober, going into spiritually being sober, because these people are in darkness. They're drunken off the wines, the philosophies, the ideologies that are out there in the world. Okay? It says, for they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation, man. All right? All right, Salakia. Okay, I got sidetracked. But man, we're in those times. And these things are going to catch these people off guard. Now, I have this article from CNBC. It says, Trump administration moves to count crypto as a federal mortgage asset. All right. The Federal Housing Finance Agency is working to let borrowers use crypto as part of their federal mortgage application without converting it to cash. Only digital assets held on U.S. regulated centralized exchanges will qualify under the new guidance. Now, I bring this out because also they passed the bill. Let me get this crypto bill. All right. House plans single vote to move Genius and Clarity crypto bill. Right, the Senate just passed a stablecoin bill, but don't hold your breath for crypto legislation to sail into law. U.S. Senate says 2026 goal for crypto bills. It's a great thing. Fed Chair Powell backs U.S. crypto bills. All right. U.S. Senate passes stablecoin bill and milestone for crypto industry. But the point is that while all these things are happening, these devils are passing a legislation for digital assets, man. Because we understand that this digital system has to come first, man. All right? Okay? The cashless society. All right, where purchases, payments, buying and selling are going to be done cashlessly, digitally through a CHIP that they're going to want inside every man, woman, and child, man. And that is the MOTB, the MARK of the beast, the micro C-HIP, man. You see, this is what's around the corner. All right, this is what's around the corner, man. Okay, they're gonna phase out this cash base, this dollar, this paper-based monetary system and usher in a digital monetary system, a cashless society, man. All right. Well, all this stuff is happening. All right. Let's get the scriptures. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he speaking of who? The tabernacle of Edom, the so-called white man. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And when you go into the word mark in the Greek word is charagma, which go into a scratch, etching, thing, carved, sculpture, graven, basically a cutting. Okay, because they're going to have to cut into your flesh so you can receive the sihip, man. And when you go deeper, it goes to karax, which goes into a pale stake or palisade, man. A palisade, which is basically a sharp-pointed instrument. Because they're going to have to use a sharp-pointed instrument to make that incision, that cutting into the flesh, so you can receive this sihip, man. All right. It says, and it also goes into the forehead. That's why you got Elon Musk. Big A, man, all these people, they're all tied together, man. You know, Trump tapping Palantir Technologies to create a database for the for Americans, you know, which the founder of Palantir was who? Is Peter Thiel, you know, which Peter Thiel and Elon Musk were the founders of PayPal, man. And Elon Musk is the one that's making what? The Neuralink, man, the brain sihip, man. You see, so all these things are coming together, man. So it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, because the time that we're coming into, when they get rid of cash and everything is digitized, all right, digital assets, digital, you know, everything gonna be digital. You will not be able to buy and sell, man. You will not be able to make payments. You will not be able to purchase without receiving this sihip, man. These are the times that we're coming into, man. And then, okay, it's going to be the destruction, man. All right. All right. After this thing is implemented, the hour of temptation, then it's going to be the destruction, man. All right. Okay. And see, these things are going to catch these people off guard. So that's really the point. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to close it out. Give infinite praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakach Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, time of this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect.